us now to help make sense of all of these developments, because there's a lot going on, is Guy Lewis.
Yeah, he was a U.S. attorney, at one point supervising all U.S. attorneys in the country. He's also worked with special counsel Robert Mueller in the past. Guy, thank you so much for being here. Let's get to the meat of the matter, though. The question on most people's mind this afternoon is, what exactly does this charge and this plea deal mean for the President of the United States?
If I'm President Trump, I'm meeting with my lawyers today. I call the secretary, I say clear the calendar, and I have the lawyers come in, because it's big. This is big, big, big. He was a direct report to the president, the national security advisor. He's extremely, extremely close to the President of the United States.
The fact that he would plead guilty to these charges of lying to the FBI, which is not inconsequential, obviously. You get in trouble for lying to the FBI, but it's not obstruction of justice. It's not collusion with the Russians or conspiracy or anything like that. What does it mean that Flynn has agreed to plead guilty to these charges?
Rick, great question. It means that he got the very least that the government could give under the circumstances. You better believe that that single count, just one count, 0 to 5 years, and I'm telling you, based on everything I know, he will not go to jail for this offense. He won't do a day in jail. And what did that cost him? That cost him cooperation. That he's been debriefed, he has implicated other people, and I'm telling you, you don't give a single count of no jail time without there being something in return from the defendant / cooperator.
And Guy, you've worked with special counsel Robert Mueller in the past. Knowing what you know about him and his process and how he operates, do you think things will start moving quickly now and we'll start seeing more indictments, more charges?
For sure, Lauren. He is tenacious. You know, Bob was a Marine. He was an assistant U.S. attorney. He was a United States attorney. He was a deputy assistant U.S. attorney general in the criminal division. That guy knows how to build a case, and that's what he's doing. He is building a case, he is climbing the ladder, and he's got somebody above Flynn in his scope.
Not to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but we were talking about Watergate. We were talking about President Nixon's Attorney General John Mitchell, who was indicted by a federal grand jury like Mike Flynn was. It was only months after that indictment that President Nixon resigned. And you see a lot of sort of potential similarities here between Watergate and what we're watching unfolding now.
A lot of parallels. Only the burglars actually got charged for the break-in. And the rest of the charges were all as a result of what? The cover-up. It's the cover-up. It's the obstruction. It's the lying to FBI and other agencies. That's where everybody gets into trouble.
All right.
Well, Guy Lewis will be with us to help us understand this news story all night tonight. We're glad you're here. Thank you very much for that. We'll talk with you in a bit.